Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Mr. Brandon Hodge. This video is brought to you by SeatGeek, so if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, doesn't have to be related to wrestling, just use code HODGE on SeatGeek and save yourselves $20 freaking dollars. Ladies and gentlemen, back to me, Brandon Hodge here, your king of vlog style. That may sound a little weird today. I've been a little under the weather, let's just say that. I did not have it. I tested negative for all those worried about that. Which are the majority of the world at this point. But anyway, I'm okay now. I'm getting back to better. I just sound a little weird, so nonetheless, I'm sorry I was missing for like 5 days. I was extremely sick. Much better now. With that being said, let's jump into this episode of WWE News and Rumors. Alright, the first news story of the day. The first news story of the day is going to be about Smackdown. So Smackdown is taking place in New Orleans on February the 11th, which is interesting, and the reason we're talking about this, because anyone who's going to that Smackdown February 11th in New Orleans, you are definitely going to get your money's worth, because this Smackdown, you're going to be witnessing 2 Smackdowns. Why? Because the Friday after that, they'll actually be in Saudi Arabia already. They'll be traveling to Saudi Arabia. It's such a long flight. They don't have time to do a Smackdown on Friday and be in Saudi Arabia by Saturday, because it's literally impossible. Or at least very, very hard on your body. It's even like possible by the hours of flight. I don't even know. But anyway, basically, yeah, New Orleans, you're getting 2 episodes of SmackDown. You're going to get the live February 11th episode as well as a pre-taped episode for, I believe it's February the 18th. So it's the SmackDown before Saudi Arabia. So they're just going to pretend it's the 18th on the 11th when they're in New Orleans. So they're pre-filming. So you're going to 2-for-1. Deal for your tickets, I guess, if you can sit through that long of wrestling. Hopefully they don't do like other shows and pre-film. Hopefully it's just like 4 hours of wrestling. I would really suck if it was like 2 episodes of Raw or something. But yeah, they decided to do the Saudi Arabia show on a Saturday this time, so they're going to have to pre-film Friday SmackDown. Alright, the next news story is about the Royal Rumble. So if you guys don't know, I was actually at the Royal Rumble. King of Vlogs, so I was there. I did a vlog. If you haven't seen that vlog, go check it out. I know a lot of you have seen it, as well as the SmackDown vlog I did a few weeks ago. And I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Because this channel is blowing up right now. I think we're almost at 90,000 subscribers, which is crazy. And I think when I hit 90,000, I'll actually do like a little speech video. We'll actually talk about the journey and stuff like that. Because 90,000 doesn't seem like a big deal, but it's a very big deal if you realize how long I've been hustling just to get that 90,000. So it's a very big deal. We're almost there, so I'm very excited about that. But a lot of you guys are new here to the channel from like the vlogs that have blown up that YouTube randomly pushed or something like that. So if you're new here to the channel, I just want to say welcome. And this is one of the series I do as a new series, as well as a lot of different content. So if this isn't your cup of tea, I'm sure another one of my types of videos will be your cup of tea. Anyway, what we're talking about here is the Royal Rumble. So the Royal Rumble was kind of a letdown, but it was a lot of hype behind it, a lot of excitement behind it. I was so excited, I drove 9 hours to witness it live. Drove 9 hours there, watched the show. It was okay, a little disappointing in some ways, and then I drove all the way 9 hours back home after that, so I was very excited to see that. Apparently, a lot of other people were excited for the Rumble as well, because apparently this Royal Rumble actually is the most viewed WWE show in Peacock history. So since they switched to Peacock, it is the most viewed show. It's actually even more viewed than WrestleMania 37. So this Rumble has had more viewers than WrestleMania 37. And in fact, it was so popular, it was the most Googled WWE show since 2019. So that's how popular this year's Rumble, that's how much hype and excitement was behind this year's Rumble. Now, I'm not too sure if they're going to get that same amount of excitement for next year's Rumble, considering this Rumble was kind of a letdown, but there you have it. This Rumble was very, very successful and a lot of hype and excitement behind it. So that's actually the only confirmed news stories that I talked to you guys about today, but don't you dare go anywhere, guys. Things are about to get good. Things are about to get, in fact, a little juicy. I'd go and suggest you, guys, you should go and get your juice boxes out, get your juice box ready, because, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. Alright, the first rumor of the day. The first rumor of the day is also about the Royal Rumble. So this is so messed up. So apparently WWE, they know the men's Royal Rumble match was boring. They know it was lackluster. They know they were missing a lot of what the Rumble feel is supposed to be. And this rumor is saying that they know that, and for next year they're going to go all out and work their ass off to make it like one of the best Royal Rumbles in Royal Rumble history. So Royal Rumble 2023, I don't know where it's going to be at. I want to put my money on Seattle because Seattle was owed a Rumble from like 2020, but the pandemic hit and they didn't get it. So I'm going for Seattle. I'd like to go visit Seattle because one of my favorite guitar players of all time, Jimi Hendrix, is from there. I'd love to do a little Jimi Hendrix tour before the Rumble. But yeah, Royal Rumble 2023 is supposed to be very spectacular. And they're going to try to beat the 2022 like mess that ended up happening. Alright, the next rumor is about some WWE returns, so it's about some women returns. A few people we thought would be in the Rumble that actually weren't able to make it. And this is actually not all about Lacey Evans. I have no idea about Lacey Evans, those wondering about her. I mean, I think she's training for a return. She, of course, had the baby and all that. But I don't think she's quite there yet. I don't know about a timetable. It's kind of up in the air on that. But the people I do know about is Asuka. So Asuka, I believe she was dealing with an injury or some type of thing. She just had some time away from the WWE, and she's actually supposed to be returning to the WWE this month. So sometime in February, we will see the return of Asuka. Now that moves me on to the next person that might be returning here soon, and her name is Bayley. She had a crazy ACL tear, and she was predicted to be out like 6 to 9 months. We're right at 6 months now. When is she actually going to be back? Well, apparently she's scheduled for a return in March. So next month, it's hard to believe next month's already March, but March 2022, so next month we will see the return of Bayley. So both of these women should indeed be back for WrestleMania season. Alright, the next rumor is about some after WrestleMania plans for the Tribal Chief, Mr. Roman Reigns. Now, we don't necessarily know if Roman's coming out of WrestleMania as the WWE Universal Champion. We don't necessarily know that right now, but apparently they already have some feuds lined up for Roman after WrestleMania, and the main one they have lined up right now is after WrestleMania. At some point, he's going to be feuding with Drew McIntyre. Now, I don't know if it's directly after WrestleMania, if we're looking like a SummerSlam timetable or something like that. By the wording of this rumor, I'm guessing it's right after WrestleMania, so like the few pay-per-views right after WrestleMania. We're going to see Drew McIntyre, we're going to see Roman Reigns facing off. I don't know if Roman's going to be the champion. I can definitely see him retaining the championship still, and still being that champion and trying to defend that title against Drew McIntyre. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. I mean, WrestleMania plans are kind of up in the air right now, but apparently one of the plans for after WrestleMania, Roman, I guess, is one of the first things they plan, and that, yeah, we already have that. It's Drew and Roman after WrestleMania at some point. All right, the next rumor is weird. I don't know what to say. It's about, I guess we'll say it's about Austin Theory. So basically, Austin Theory is replacing Shane McMahon in a way. So Shane McMahon has been fired. He's been let go by the WWE. And this has all happened in the timetable. I was sick, so I apologize if I haven't mentioned this in a news episode. But basically, Shane McMahon was let go. Apparently, they had some issues backstage at the Royal Rumble with Shane McMahon. He had a lot of ideas he was bringing to his dad, Vince McMahon, saying we should do this, we should do that. And basically, Brock Lesnar also had some ideas that contradicted Shane's. And of course, Vince goes with Brock Lesnar's ideas over his own son's ideas, which kind of rubbed Shane the wrong way. It came into a big, huge deal, and basically, Shane's been fired or let go by the WWE. I don't know if he requested to be released because he was just so mad about it. And apparently, some numbers got screwed up where Shane thought he was coming out at a different time. And Shane's music hits, and he's like, Randy Orton, you go. And he's like, Randy's like, no, Shane, what the? It's your music. I'm not coming out to Here Comes the Money. This is not me. I don't blame Randy Orton at all not when to come out to someone else's entrance video and their song and everything. It's like, Shane, get the hell out there. What are you doing? So that was kind of a mix-up, rubbed Shane the wrong way, and yeah, Shane's not with the WWE anymore. Which leads me into what's happening, because there was kind of big plans for Shane to be a wrestler, because apparently he didn't have like a corporation backstage executive contract or anything like that. Shane McMahon actually had a wrestler's contract, just a part-time wrestling contract, is all his dad actually gave him. I mean, I don't know why. Just I guess Vince has always leaned more towards Stephanie as an executive more than Shane for some reason. Shane left the WWE a while ago, so where Shane was missing for like a long period. I have no idea how long it was, but like 15 years or something, or 10 years or something. He went and made his own businesses and does his own thing, and then comes back as just kind of a wrestler at this point. But anyway, Shane was supposed to be facing Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, I guess was the plan. But that's got screwed up, and Shane was actually supposed to be in the Elimination Chamber, but that got screwed up. Shane's no longer with the WWE. So yeah, basically, ultimately, is leading to saying, yeah, Austin Theory is taking Shane McMahon's place inside of the Elimination Chamber and possibly even his WrestleMania match. All right, the next rumor is about Big E. Now, I really hope this rumor is not true. Basically, it's saying Big E, his single run is over with. His singles push is over with. He's going to be back in the tag team wrestling, and he's no longer going to be a singles guy. He's no longer going to be a main event guy for the WWE title, Universal title, whatever you will. I really hope this isn't true. I really enjoyed Big E's run. I think Big E, out of all of the New Day, definitely has the biggest star power. Now, everyone in the New Day has a great star power. Kofi has it. Xavier definitely has it. And, everyone in the New Day has won the WWE Championship or whatever except Xavier. I've seen a lot of potential from Xavier, so I'd like to see Xavier given a shot next. But basically, Big E, I hope they continue his singles run. He was like one of those guys being like, okay, we hate seeing the same guys in the main event having the same, whatever. We want something new. Big E was put in that spot, and he filled that spot excellently. He did an excellent job, and I absolutely love what Big E has been doing. So, yeah, I really hope this rumor is not true. I don't want to see Big E. I mean, I dig the New Day. I dig him being with the New Day. But at the same time, I want to see him do his singles run, and the New Day can just be by his side with the whole thing. But Big E has proved himself a lot, and he was proved even before the New Day. The whole Big E links it. The guy is a star, and I don't want to see him stuck into a tag team kind of deal where he can't be a single star anymore. So we'll see where that goes. Let's remember about Big E. His singles run is totally done, and I hope that's not true. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the final news. This will be the final rumor. This will be the final thing I'll be talking about inside of this episode of WWE News Rumors. So this is about Goldberg. So Goldberg only has one match left on his WWE contract, and as we all know, that match is actually going to be in Saudi Arabia. He's facing Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. So that leaves open the question, is this it for Goldberg? Will this be Goldberg's last ever match? Or will Goldberg be re-signing with the WWE? Well, this has happened quite a few times for Goldberg. He's re-signed every time. Goldberg has nothing but great things to say about the WWE. He has nothing but great things to say about his future in wrestling, his future as an in-ring performer and all of that. So it goes without question. Yeah, Goldberg, like 99.9% is re-signing with the WWE for an extended deal for more wrestling matches. I don't know how many more matches, but Goldberg does not look like he's wanting to hang up the boots anytime soon. He has the mentality of being like, at first when I came back, I was just doing this so my son could see what I can do, but since I've been back, I really enjoy this. Like, my son doesn't even like wrestling anymore. He doesn't even want to watch anymore or whatever. He'll watch my matches or whatever, but he's not really a wrestling fan or whatever. I'm just doing this for me because I really enjoy this. I'm back in this wrestling swing or whatever, and I'm happy doing what I'm doing. So Goldberg has no potential. If you love him or hate him, he's going to be around a little bit longer. He's been around a little bit longer. He's going to have some more matches and stuff, and I'm sure WWE will offer him that extended deal. But Goldberg, he's probably getting more matches. Saudi may be the last one on this deal, but he's just going to get another one as soon as this match is over with. So there you guys how that's going to do it for this episode of WWE News Rumors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Right now on the screen, I'll leave a link to 2 previous videos for you guys to check out, as well as a button to subscribe to the channel if you guys happen to be brand new here. But I am Brandon Hodge, your king of vlog style, and I will see you guys in the next video.